He took out a tracking bullet, loaded it smoothly, adjusted the attack range, and aimed at an alien dog 1,500 meters away. He pulled the trigger without hesitation. Once these tracking bullets hit their target, they could lock onto the hound's position in real time, making it easier to find Riddick's hideout. As the dog's escape route appeared on the big screen, Jones didn't hesitate for a moment. He took his two most capable men, hopped on flying motorcycles, and chased after it at full speed. He knew that an injured dog would surely return to its master. Following the dog, they quickly located a hidden cave, Riddick's hiding place. Jones's instruments detected human pheromones, confirming it. For safety, his two teammates activated their laser energy cannons and cautiously began searching the cave. Soon, they found various living supplies inside. This place was almost certainly Riddick's home. Just as they were talking, a dark figure suddenly appeared behind them. Without a word, they zapped the figure with an electric shock. After a flurry of electric sparks, Lion quickly shouted to cease fire. When they got closer, they realized, damn it, this wasn't Riddick at all. It was the unlucky teammate who went missing last night. Clearly, they had fallen for a diversionary tactic. I've been preparing for 10 years. The concept of crime means nothing to him. Falco is already dead. This was just a ploy to buy more time. Thinking of the base's batteries, Jones's heart sank. They didn't dare waste a second and rushed back to the base to check. As expected, Riddick had taken advantage of the base's weakened defenses. He was hiding on top of the spaceship, munching on snacks, and had even sneaked into the female soldier's bathroom, stealthily stealing her makeup mirror. By the time she finished her shower, the mirror was gone. You've got 2 minutes. I told you to go check. Riddick used the stolen makeup mirror as a reconnaissance tool. Through its reflection, he noticed the spaceship was missing some batteries. He immediately deduced they were locked in a safe. Planning to take action against Beardy, he was interrupted when the female soldier came to settle a score with Beardy, inadvertently saving him. When Jones and his 2 men hurriedly returned to the base, they found all the communication equipment destroyed. On the safe containing the batteries, Riddick had somehow left 4 large words, fair trade. The team's legs went weak with fear. Had Riddick already stolen the batteries without anyone noticing, planning to make a deal? Suspicious, Jones ordered Beardy to open the safe immediately to check if the batteries were still there. To everyone's confusion, when Beardy opened the safe, the batteries were still inside. What they didn't know was that Riddick was watching from the skylight, observing everything. His real goal was to trick them into opening the safe's lock. Once they let their guard down, he'd swiftly steal the batteries. As they discussed where Riddick might be hiding, he appeared like a ghost, startling the guard watching the batteries out of his wits. Are you afraid of me? Why are they afraid of me? Because they're scared you got it wrong. With that, Riddick easily snatched the batteries and hid them in a safe place. Now, he held the upper hand. Without these batteries, no one's leaving this godforsaken place. Just then, the dog caused a commotion. Following its lead, Riddick noticed a thunderstorm approaching in the distance. The base was already in chaos. When the others found their teammate, he was a nervous wreck. After questioning him, they learned Riddick had just been there. When Jones discovered the batteries were indeed stolen, he was furious. The 2 ships' batteries were incompatible, and the remaining ones couldn't be combined into a functional set. Without reclaiming the batteries, no one could leave the planet. As they discussed how to track down Riddick, the ruthless man hacked into their radio. To their shock, he boldly appeared right in front of them. Though the female soldier secretly reached for her sniper rifle, Riddick wasn't fazed. With the batteries in his possession, he held all the power. If anyone made a move, they'd all be stuck on this wretched planet waiting to die. Though the team was seething, no one dared act. Riddick removed all his gear, signaling a desire for peaceful negotiation. Jones, impressed by his audacity, ordered his team to do the same. After all, Riddick had the batteries, and Jones wanted to see what game he was playing. But wary of being tricked, they kept up appearances of civility while hiding their own plans. The female soldier had her sniper rifle trained on Riddick, ready to act, while Riddick's dog was lurking in the bushes, baring its teeth. The tense conversation was charged with hostility. Jones finally asked the question that had haunted him for 10 years. What happened on N344, the planet with 3 suns, 10 years ago? He wanted to know how his son died. Riddick realized Jones was here for revenge, but he couldn't reveal the details. Jones wouldn't believe him anyway, so Riddick changed the subject. Their talk was like a powder keg ready to explode. Riddick laid his cards on the table. In the past, he would have killed everyone present, but things were different now. There was something far scarier than him on this planet, and he needed to get out fast. He proposed a deal. He'd give Jones's group one of the 2 batteries, while he kept the other and one of the ships. Both sides would cease fighting and each take a ship to leave. Fair enough, right? Beardy exploded. Who do you think you are? The batteries and ships are ours. Why should you decide how they're split? Riddick reminded him of the reality. The batteries were in his hands. He pointed to the horizon, where a new storm was closing in on the base, a ticking clock. When the rain reached the base, time would run out. If they didn't agree to the deal, he wouldn't be polite. With that, he turned to leave, acting as if he owned the place. Seeing Riddick steal the momentum, Beardy's hands shook with rage. In a sudden move, he drew his gun and fired a sneak attack. Riddick dove to grab a weapon from the ground.